Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about Power BI November 2024 update. There are a lot of new features that have been released in the November update. So just to name a few, we have the shape map updates, you have the new card visual updates, you have visual calculations update, you have the new card visual update, you have new slicer, you have updates on fabric on DLP policies and so on. But I'm going to talk to you about three major features. One is updates to the DAX query view. Then I will talk to you about small multiples in the new card visual, and I'm going to show you the new text slicer. Before I show you that, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, watch this video to the end. I'll also demonstrate Copilot again and Copilot within Power BI. And if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know what more content you need. And now let's do one thing. Let's go to my laptop. So this is a Power BI report which I generally use for demonstration purposes. It has a lot of visuals, cards, column charts, bar charts, scatter plots, and so on. But if you want to have a copy of this, let me know and I can share the VBX file. Now let's go to the DAX query view. Within DAX query view, as per the new 2024 update, the new feature is on your table. If you want to quickly define a new measure, you don't have to come here and write a define statement and so on. You can directly come down to the table that you want to and just do a right click, quick queries, define new measure, and it will create a sample measure for you, which is basically count rows of the table that you're doing. Now what you want to do is, I just don't want this measure. I want to create a new sales measure, but it should go into the measures table. So what I'll do is define measure. Here I'll give the measures table name. Okay. Measures table. And in the measures table, I'll give this new measure as sales. And I'll say, instead of count rows, I don't want this. I'll do a sum of sales, order sales. Now I'll create another measure. Measure is equal to same. I'll copy this measure table. Okay. This is my table name where I want to put the measure in. So any measure you create will directly go to the measure table. And I can then say, name this measure as profit. And this would be, and now what we'll do is declare a variable. So variable A is equal to say sum of sales. Okay. I'll do variable B is equal to sum of discount. And let me do a discount. And after discount, what I left is, A minus B. So I do a return A minus B. And my measures are ready. So what I'll do is, here in the evaluation, I'll put in what I want to evaluate. I want to evaluate the sales measure. Okay. And I'll give this new measure. If you look here, I want to give this name as sales. And what I'll also try to do is, I'll try to take this out and then say evaluate, give it a profit, the table, evaluate the column, and then measure name as profit. And I click run. Now if you see, I get the sales number, I get the profit number. This is something that we can use to evaluate a measure. And now if you look at this is ready, but these measures are not yet updated. So if I click on update model with the changes too, then I can, then this new measure sales and profit will directly appear here. If you see, they're not present. Now once I click update your model, it says okay, it can be undone. I do update model, and now I see sales and profit. So in this way I can do it. Like for any reason, tomorrow if you want. So, and then this is a query that you can save it here. So you can name this, all my DAX measure, all DAX measures. And you can keep it with you. So tomorrow if you want to make any changes, you can change here. Like, so for example, if I take the profit measure and I want to change it tomorrow, I just don't want this. And I just want, or I just come here and I say, I want to measure as well. I want a new measure and I say, okay, give me a measure. And measure is same. I do a measure table. And this is total discount. Total discount. And I take this and I give it sum of discount. Now, if you look at this, it still shows me 2 because there's no changes made. I just added this new measure here. Okay. But, it is showing me what changes I did. So where I did the changes. Now if I do update, I can do update table, and you see my total discount is also here. My profit measure is also there. And now I go back to my canvas. In this way, I can, use the new DAX query view quickly to update my measures in. And this is very good. I love this feature. Now, coming to the next topic, I have, we can add, I'll show you this new card. So let me myself up here. The new card visual, I go to the visualizations pane, and in the visualization, I have this new card. I take this, and what I can do is I am going to use four measures, like the measures that we created. So profit, sales, and total discount. Yep. So sales, I'll do a sales, I'll do a total discount, and I'll do a profit. Okay. Now with this visual, if you see there's a new feature added here, small multiples. Now I can add data, I can categorize this. Now I want to say give me the total, this 3 KPIs by a category. So I can just select this, and now in this way I'm able to basically add my categories and the KPI cards against it. This is another good way of visualizing this particular report. And this works in the same fashion. Like tomorrow I want to go to the format pane. I want to basically I want to add a reference label. So in the sales, I can come and add a reference label to this sales data here, and I'll say, okay, from my measures table, give me total quantity of sales. And if you see, this is blank because this is how the format of my report is. But I can just quickly go and change the format. I can go to the reference labels, and I can go to the value. The value, you look at this, this is white. I can change this to black, and I see this. I increase the value. This is fine. And then I come to this color here. I make this black again, and see if I can change this. So I can change this. I can add this. And if you look at my total quantity, this is updated here. But now if you see, this is all blank. I can manually go and configure the changes to my data. So I can come here, total discount. I don't want the divider. I come to profit. I don't want the divider. And here I can add the divider in. And then also if I go to come to total sales, and divider, I take this off, and here I can keep it a different color. So I come back to my series and reference labels, the value. I can change this to white, and can change the title also to white. I can increase the value, and same, I come to value, and in the value I can increase the value to whatever I want. So in this way, I can have a new card visual, new card like the small multiples on the visuals. The other thing is, again, this is on the new card visual update. Now, what you can also do is on top of this, like for example, I'll also show you the new text slicer. So text slicers are good. So this new text slicer, I can take this text slicer and I can put it here. Now, this is very good. So for example, if I just want to look at my sort of a category, we had the category as office supplies, furniture and technology. Okay. What I'll try to do is I will take the segment as corporate, consumer, home office. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll take this here and I'll take the segment. I'll search for the segment, and in the segment I'll come and add data here as segment. And now I'll come to the filter and I'll say what was my segment, consumer. So I can just select for consumer. I can type in and I filter. So my my data gets filtered by consumer. Now if you see, this is black. Again, this is nothing but the font that I have. So which is okay. So if you look at this, I can make this bold, and I can make this the size. I can have this here. So this is my text slicer. So I can filter by the way I want to. Like for example, if I don't know what segment is in, then I have a problem. So if I come back and I say, okay, corporate, and if I just search for corp and filter, it will still try to find out which particular segment it belongs to. So to validate that, I'll just take a straight table, and in this, let me do a Control Z. Let me come here and create a new table, and then here, this table I'll add the segment. And now if you look at this, I have the corporate segment. So if I say, consumer, so I come to visual, clear this consumer, I search, I get consumer. So in this way, we can validate that this works properly. So these are the three major visuals, three major updates that I had for this week. If you like this video, let me know what more do you want to learn. And until then, you guys have a lovely rest of the day. Please let me know for more updates. Like the channel, subscribe. Until then, thank you so much, guys. And you have a lovely rest of the day, guys. Cheers. Hey, before you go, just quick one thing, I just forgot to go, was the Copilot. So we're back in the DAX query view. And if you see, I have this Copilot option because I'm on a tenant which has Copilot enabled. So what I can do is I have this customers column, customer ID. I want to create a customer's measure. So I'll just quickly ask Copilot and create a new measure named customers. And I'm not giving it which does it need to look at customer name or customer ID. Let's see. I want it by customer ID. Let's see how it works. If I write this measure, click on go. So it's working on it. And let's see how Copilot. Now see, this is good. So I get a new measure table, customers, listing count, orders, customer. This is very, very good. So this is improving. I keep the query. I update model with changes, update the model, and I get this customers table. Very good. Very, very good. Now, other thing on Copilot is if I go back to my visual here, and what I'll do is I'll just take this customers added to measure here. So I have one more. And what I'll try to do is quickly make the change. Visual. Well, what it. Okay. Good. More. And now, same thing. What I'm going to do is I have the table I have here, and let's do one thing. Let's create a smart narrative. Again, smart narratives, Copilot. I'm going to create a narrative, new visual, and using Copilot preview, I'm going to say give me a executive summary of, and I'll also say create a list of insights and do update. Let's see how it works. So again, narrative in Copilot is very helpful. So yeah, it does gives me the insights properly. And now if I just clear this, and it gives me key takeaways, which is very, very good. I kind of like this option. If I refresh this, I can see the visual here, and I can look at the bullet points also. So Copilot is working. I really like this option. Now, thank you so much once again for you taking out time for this last piece of the video. You have a little rest of the day, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.